Before we dive into the exercises, you need to understand what's happening to your body right now. According to research published in the Journal of Rehabilitation Medicine, ankle dorsiflexion delay, that's your ability to lift your toes toward your shin, can actually predict who will fall within the next year. In a study of 54 healthy people over 60, researchers followed them for 1 year. 16 people fell, and the fallers all showed one common pattern: delayed ankle movement and reduced range of motion during walking. Here's what that means for you. The strength and mobility in your ankles, knees, and hips directly determine whether you'll be able to catch yourself when you stumble. And here's the scary part. Research shows that just 10 days of bed rest causes older adults to lose 13% of their leg strength. That's almost twice as fast as younger people. When you're sick or recovering from surgery, you can lose up to 3% of your muscle mass per day in the first week. Walking helps maintain what you have, but these chair exercises build the specific strength and power you need to prevent falls and maintain independence. All you need is a sturdy chair without arms. A kitchen chair or dining room chair works perfectly. Make sure it doesn't have wheels and won't slide across the floor. You don't need any equipment, no weights, no bands, just your body and a chair. Now let's count down the 5 most powerful chair exercises for people over 60. Let's start gently with the foundation of all movement, your ankles. A study published in 2021 found that 86% of community-dwelling older adults had limited ankle mobility, and research shows that ankle plantar flexor strength, that's your calf muscle, is significantly correlated with balance and fall prevention. Sit toward the front of your chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Sit up tall with good posture. Now slowly point your toes down toward the floor as far as they'll go. Really stretch. Feel the contraction in your calf muscle. Hold for 2 seconds, then pull your toes back up toward your shins as far as possible. Feel that stretch in the front of your ankle and your calf. Hold for 2 seconds. Point and flex. Point and flex. This simple movement is activating what researchers call your second heart. Every time you contract your calf muscle, you're pumping blood and fluid back up toward your heart. Do this for 60 seconds. Keep breathing naturally. Don't hold your breath. If you feel cramping, slow down and reduce your range of motion. Listen to your body. This exercise might seem too simple to matter, but studies on ankle mobility show that weight-bearing ankle dorsiflexion range of motion is a strong predictor of dynamic balance performance. The more mobile your ankle, the better you can react when you start to lose balance. Now we're going to wake up your hip flexors, the muscles that lift your leg. Stay seated, feet flat on the floor. Hands can rest on your thighs or on the sides of the chair for support. Lift your right knee up toward your chest as high as comfortably possible. You're not trying to touch your chest. Just lift as high as feels good. Then lower it back down with control. Now lift your left knee. Lower it down. Keep alternating. Right, left, right, left. This should feel like you're marching in place while seated. Here's the critical part. Keep your core engaged. Pull your belly button slightly toward your spine. Don't lean back in the chair. Sit tall. Do this for 30 seconds. If you get tired, slow down, but keep moving. According to research on lower limb strengthening, exercises that activate the hip flexors improve mobility and reduce fall risk. These are the muscles you use every time you climb stairs or step over an obstacle. This exercise targets your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs. These muscles are absolutely critical for standing up, sitting down, and walking. A study on the Sight-to-Stand test found it was highly correlated with leg press strength and knee extensor muscle power. The stronger your quadriceps, the easier every daily activity becomes. Sit all the way back in your chair so your back is supported. Place your hands on the sides of the chair for stability. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Now slowly extend your right leg straight out in front of you until it's parallel to the floor or as close as you can get. Point your toes toward the ceiling. Really squeeze that thigh muscle. Hold for 2 seconds. Slowly lower your foot back to the floor with control. Don't just drop it. Do 10 repetitions on your right leg, then switch to your left leg for 10 repetitions. If you can't straighten your leg all the way, that's okay. Go as far as you can. You're still getting benefits. The muscle is still working. For an added challenge, you can pause at the top and make small pulses up and down before lowering. This builds muscle endurance. This exercise strengthens the outer hip muscles that provide stability when you're walking or standing on one leg. Sit up tall near the front of your chair, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, hands on your thighs or holding the sides of the chair. Keeping your right leg straight, slowly lift it out to the side as far as comfortable. Your foot should stay pointing forward. Don't let it rotate. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Slowly bring your leg back to center with control. Do 10 repetitions on the right leg, then switch to the left for 10 repetitions. You might not be able to lift your leg very high, especially at first. That's completely normal. Even small movements are strengthening these crucial stabilizer muscles. Research on fall prevention shows that hip abductor weakness is directly related to fall risk in older adults. These muscles provide lateral support and maintain body alignment, especially during the critical moment when all your weight shifts to one leg during walking. We've arrived at exercise number 1. This is the single most important functional movement for maintaining independence. Why? Because this exact movement pattern is something you do dozens of times every day. Getting out of a chair, getting off the toilet, standing up from your bed. Your ability to do this movement safely determines whether you can live independently. A study of 1,084 older adults found that sit-to-stand muscle power was strongly associated with cognitive function, physical performance, and quality of life. And research shows this exercise is more clinically relevant for assessing functional ability than almost any other test. Here's how to do it properly. Sit toward the front of your chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Extend your arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height. This is critical. Your arms act as a counterbalance. Now lean your chest forward over your toes, shifting your weight forward. Squeeze your glutes, your buttock muscles, and push through your heels to stand up. Don't use your hands to push off the chair. Let your leg muscles do all the work. Once you're standing, slowly lower yourself back down until your bottom barely touches the seat. Just a light tap, then immediately stand back up. Do 10 repetitions. Move slowly and with control. Each repetition should take about 4 to 5 seconds total. If this feels too difficult, here are 2 modifications. First, place a thick pillow on the seat to raise the height. This makes the movement easier. Second, place a sturdy chair or countertop in front of you and lightly hold it for balance support. The goal is to eventually do this without using your hands at all. Research from Johns Hopkins Medicine confirms this exercise builds leg strength, improves body mechanics, and directly reduces fall risk. Studies recommend performing 10 repetitions twice a day for maximum benefit. Now, before you rush off thinking you'll do these exercises once and see results, I need to warn you about the biggest mistake people make. They do it once or twice and then wonder why nothing changes. Here's what the research tells us. A meta-analysis of fall prevention exercise programs found that exercises need to be performed at least twice per week, with 3 times per week being optimal for programs lasting 8 to 12 weeks. Consistency is everything. Your muscles need regular stimulus to maintain and build strength. Here's my recommendation based on the published studies. Do this complete 5-exercise routine 3 times per week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday works perfectly. The entire routine takes less than 15 minutes. Put it in your calendar. Set a phone reminder. Make it as non-negotiable as taking your medication. If you commit to this routine for just 8 weeks, here's what studies suggest you can expect. A randomized controlled trial of 124 individuals aged 80 and over found that those who performed strength and balance exercises at least 3 times per week for 30 minutes had a 43% lower risk of falls compared to those who didn't exercise. Another study showed improvements in the 30-second chair stand test, which directly translates to better ability to get out of chairs, improve walking speed, and enhance balance. But these benefits only come with consistency. Let me make this very clear for you. Today, right now, do all 5 exercises one time through. Get familiar with the movements. Don't worry about perfection. Tomorrow, rest. The day after, do the full routine again. Then commit to 3 times per week for the next 8 weeks. Keep a simple journal. Write down the date each time you complete the routine. Research shows people who track their exercise are significantly more likely to stick with it. And here's something critical. If any exercise causes sharp pain, stop immediately. Muscle fatigue is good. A gentle burn in your muscles is exactly what we want, but joint pain is not. If something hurts, reduce the range of motion or skip that exercise. I want you to know something important. Weakness and frailty are not inevitable parts of aging. Yes, we naturally lose muscle mass as we get older. That's biological reality. But the rate of that loss is largely within your control. Research on people in their 80s and 90s showed that even the extremely old demonstrated significant muscle growth and strength gains from resistance exercise. Your muscles don't have an expiration date. A 2020 review examining evidence from over 25,000 older adults confirmed that well-designed exercise programs reduce fall rates by approximately 23%. The exercises that work best were exactly like the ones I just showed you. Targeted strength and balance movements that challenge your muscles and nervous system. You have the power to change your trajectory. Chair exercises give you a safe, accessible way to build the strength you need to stay independent. The research I've shared with you today, from the 116 study systematic review, from the Johns Hopkins fall prevention protocols, from the ankle mobility research, all of it points to one undeniable conclusion. These exercises work, they improve strength, they enhance balance, they reduce falls, they maintain independence. You deserve to feel strong and capable. You deserve to walk with confidence, and you don't need a gym or expensive equipment to get there. Just a chair, 15 minutes, and commitment. Try these 5 exercises this week. See how you feel. I think you'll be amazed at what your body can still do. If this routine helps you reclaim your strength and confidence, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are dedicated to uncovering the science of longevity that often goes overlooked. Take charge of your health today. Your next step toward a stronger future is just one click away.